welcome to my channel. My name is Mia and today I'm here to review slash discuss The Bag of Bones by Stephen King book. This book is about a novelist, Mike Noonan, whose wife died 4 years ago. He can't seem to get over her death, so he's still grieving. And as if that was bad enough, he is on a writing slump, so he can't seem to write any more novels. And also he seems to be haunted with this horrifying dreams, and all the dreams take place in their summer house in Western Maine, which Mike calls Sarah Laughs. Him being a smart novelist, he had 4 books that he had written before that he was able to continue to turn into his publisher, and nobody knew that he was in this severe writing slump. However, once he turned in the last book, he realized that perhaps it was time for him to retire since he can't seem to write anymore. And he became more and more curious and kept thinking about Sarah Laughs, their summer house that him and his wife own in Maine. So he ends up deciding to go to that house and see if maybe that gives him the closure that he needs in order to move on with his life. However, shortly after he gets there, he starts to realize that there are quite a few things his wife did prior to her death that he was unaware of. So he starts investigating what brought his wife to go visit this summer house without him and what happened during that time. Another event that takes place is during his time here in Maine. Actually, shortly after he arrives to his house there, he meets a young mother by the name of Maddie and her daughter by the name of Kyra, and he instantaneously falls in love with the child and shortly after with the mother as well. But they are dealing with their own demons at the moment. The young woman is a widow just as himself, and she is fighting the grandfather, the paternal grandfather of Kyra, who is this millionaire old man who is bitter and mean and horrible, and he wants to take custody of Kyra. Mike decides to intervene and he winds up getting involved with the entire legal process of the custody of the child. As he is dealing with all of these different issues, he begins to unravel more and more secrets that have to do not just with himself but with the town itself, with several different families in this town, and all of these things are based on events that took place many years ago. I think it was over 100 years ago, a very long time ago. The events that took place back then is what is causing all of this. There are ghosts involved and there is a mystery, and there are some pretty scary scenes throughout the story. It's a pretty complex story. It was written in a way that you really don't know what is happening, and every time you are quite sure you know exactly where the story is going, everything switches on you and the story gets more and more complex as it goes, and it goes deeper and deeper into something a bit different than what you originally expect at the beginning of the story. The story also talks about some very serious topics. It talks about racism, it talks about discrimination, it talks about sexual, emotional, verbal abuse. It's quite an interesting story. I really enjoyed the topic of the story, and I did like the writing of the story in the aspect of keeping everything so cleverly concealed until the moment where it's supposed to be exposed. That was very interesting. However, I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. The main reason for that was because although I did enjoy the story, I did enjoy reading the book, 3 stars for me, it doesn't mean that it was a horrible book. It just means that it felt in between amazing and horrible. It was just an enjoyable read overall, but it didn't blow me away. It didn't left an impression on me. And I feel that the main reason for that was that the story was a little bit longer than I feel was necessary. For at least the first 200 pages of the book, I was a bit disconnected with the main character and disconnected with everything that was happening. I felt that the first 100 pages, especially of the book, were very much concentrating on the fact that he couldn't write. It was very specific about all the terminology of writing, and I don't write myself, so although it was interesting, it was also boring for me personally in a way, because I couldn't really connect with the character and the situation that he was in. I tried to envision something that would create a similar feeling in me, but it was a bit of work to just enjoy the story. The other thing that threw me off a bit was I felt that some things were overly described, like the excess of words used to describe something simple made me not quite grasp what he was trying to tell me, because it was just too many words to describe a simple action or a simple object. I don't know. That is just my feelings on it. And for me, the most enjoyable part of the story was from, I would say, about a bit over half of the book onwards. That's what I enjoyed the most, because it was a little bit more of a fast pace, and things, although they were getting more confusing, they were also starting to sort of unravel. I did like the ending. I didn't mind that the ending was a bit sad, and I didn't mind that it ended the way it did. I had different expectations. I really didn't expect, especially the romance aspect of the book, to end the way that it did. But I feel somewhat satisfied. I'm not gonna say it was the best ending ever to the story, but it was satisfying enough. Overall, I did like the story. Overall, I found it interesting. I found it to be a very mature story, and it was quite focused on the characters and the way all the characters, because there's quite a few characters in the story, so the way all the characters thought and acted and felt things, it was very character concentrated rather than monster concentrated, and that's something that I actually liked. But at the same time, it was a very slow read. I was trying very hard to get through the story. It's quite a large book. I feel that you could easily take out the first 200 pages and put all that information more compacted into the story, and it would have been a better book, in my opinion. However, it was still an enjoyable book, and I still recommend it, and the fact that I gave it 3 stars doesn't mean that you won't give it 5. That is my book review for Bag of Bones by Stephen King. I hope you like this video, and I will see you very soon in another video.